Then there's Harris, and it's Durant, and it's Griffin in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now here's Harden. Pass to KD. Offline with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And then Lillard slams it in. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
Powell with the steal. And they're running. Here's McCollum. Tries again, and Lillard kicks to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Lillard against Harden, and there's the pass to Irving. And here's KD for 3. And the Nets miss again. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Again, McCollum missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
For 3, Harris. Portland grabs the miss.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Such a wide open look.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Brooklyn's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Outside, KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Harden scanning the floor. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Lillard. Powell with the bounce pass. McCollum finds Covington. It's Powell on the wing. Now here's Lillard. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now Portland on the break. Floats it up there for Nurkic. It's stolen by Harris. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way and finished off by KD.
Well, when you see KD run the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with him once he gets out in the open floor.
Durant with the steal. Harden with it. Lillard picks him up. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
1:41 left in the first quarter. From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Harden against Lillard. Great touch on the 16-footer.
Damian doesn't need a lot of time to get a shot off and found some space there.
Brooklyn trailing. Harden with it. 1:06 left in the first quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Irving finds Harden. Shoots over Lillard. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. McCollum, no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin.
What a jam!
Fans loving
on that right there.
What a jam!
Nice.
Yeah, could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Now, here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. Nets trail by 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harden against Lillard. Outside, KD. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Nurkic. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
And Durant puts up a deep three, and that concludes the first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter, Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. Here now is Dinwiddie. Inside, here's Jordan. Jones trying to get open. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And they continue to control the glass.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. They trail by 7. And it's Jordan that's out the key. Now here's Dinwiddie. Guarded close. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
There's Green with the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Jones. And Jones with the stop.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember Demontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him. Stripped away. And they're on the break. Here's Simons. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Can they get it? And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And it's Simons missing. Nets trail by 15. To the middle. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Dinwiddie's got his second basket of the night.
That's as sweet as you're going to get it. Fluid motion, great lift, rolls right off the fingertips.
Here's Simons, guarded by Green. A wide open look here for Anthony, and no good that time. The Nets go the other way with it. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square, and DJ's going to throw it in.
Jones finds Kanter. Dinwiddie with the steal. Over to the wing. Brown outside. .34 seconds left here in the second. 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Jones. 7 points in the game. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Portland again missing. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. That's all for now.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harden. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. And here's McCollum for 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Covington wide open. He fires. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here is Harden. Launches a 3. The shot will not fall. And a wide open look for McCollum. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half. And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Griffin against Nurkic. Pass to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. That one good for 2. Lillard's got 9.
Well, he's a score-first kind of guy, Lillard. You want to construct your defense to try and swarm him to contain him when he has the ball.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Off target from three-point range. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Searching for that first bucket here in the third.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Passes to Powell. From deep. Sinks the triple. Powell's got his second bucket tonight.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
KD can't get it to go.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Lillard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Knocks down the 3-ball.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Harris outside. Durant for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Harden's shot is off.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Trailblazers leading by 17. Here's Simons. Pass to Anthony. Cantor trying to free himself up. That one off the back iron and out. Outside, KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The aggressiveness, the intelligence of Durant, able to put it on the floor and draw contact.
And so Durant nails them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Now Hollis Jefferson. Guarded by Harris. Anthony kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Portland riding a 15-point. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Anthony is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Portland leading by 13. Simons, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. There's the pass to Cantor.
Wonderful work there on the defensive end. Griffin showing some improvement in that area.
And here's Harris from the arc. A putback. It's good on the putback.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
Simons, the pass to Jones. Now here's Anthony. He can't hit that time. Harden with the defensive effort.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Harden against Lillard. From deep. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's stolen by Harris. Pushing it up. From deep, Harden. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got it back down to single digits for the Nets. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard just plays with great confidence, really feeling it here and looking to find any scoring opportunity in this one.
Lillard against Harden. Outside Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
McCollum finds Covington. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Lillard.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Durant. Now Irving. Harden the pass to KD. Lets it go from deep. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a three, you know he's coming back at you.
And Lillard gets double teamed. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. A three from McCollum connects from three-point range.
CJ saying, not so fast. I'm not letting you get away from us tonight. There's the return payback three.
Harden against Lillard. Fires for three. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from James Harden. Lillard with it. He's picked up by KD. Lillard outside. Knocks it loose. Brooklyn's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Got that bucket in no time at all. Durant's got 10 points in the quarter.
Wow, just makes that look so easy.
And a deep three from Lillard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nets trail by 7. Harden has a wide open look. That one a little long.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And another great rebound there. I mean, he's pulled down a ton of them, and the size issue has not been a problem here today.
McCollum dishes to Powell. Back to McCollum. Shoots it. It's off.
Fire inside of KD, wanting to be his best in every phase of the game.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. Los Angeles. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverley is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Zubac finds George. Back to Zubac. Now here is George. To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Rebound by Nurkic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's sent back by George. And Covington stays with it. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Leonard, no luck.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Powell kicks to Lillard. From deep. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night for Los Angeles. They've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
George against McCollum. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Covington against Batum. Covington's shot is off.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist by Leonard. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Down low. Covington with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Leonard after the made shot from Robert Covington. Batum passes to Beverly, and Batum kicks to George. Back to Batum. He's off on that one. Good D by Covington. 1:58 left in the first. Stolen by George. It's deflected. Nurkic with the steal. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The shot by Powell, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
One thing about Kawhi, when he's driving, he eats up real estate fast with those long strides.
Lillard outside. Pass to Powell. 4 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now, here's George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Lillard. George, no good. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Passes it to Leonard. 32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Nurkic with the block. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Outside Anthony. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. Simons, the pass to Jones, with 1 on the clock. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwbacks.
Old school basketball.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the 1. And yes, it's good. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Clippers trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
To the paint. Jackson with it. Kanter covered. Stolen by Kanter. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And there it is for him. Jones has got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Kennard with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Morris right side. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mann. No good there. Good D by Jones.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The 3 ball. Kanter trying to free himself up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris. Here we go. One-on-one. Kennard with the ball. Hollis-Jefferson's there. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Kennard, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
Simons surveying the D. Jones up top, kicks to Carmelo. No one near him. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here is Ibaka. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Kennard. And the pass to Ibaka. There's the 3. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Outside Anthony. 24 seconds left now here in the second. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. Kept alive.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Here's Covington. And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. The Clippers keep it alive. George double teamed. Here's the 3. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Kawhi Leonard. Lillard against Beverley. Lillard outside. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Over Beverley. Back to Lillard. Pocket 4. Over Beverley. That's short off the rim.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Kicks it out to Leonard. For the tie. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
Lillard the pass to McCollum. Now Nurkic. Pass to Lillard. Takes the 3. Drains the 3-pointer. Lillard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half. In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Zubac the pass to Leonard. The 15-footer. George, no good. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's McCollum. Pulls it from the elbow. Lillard again missing.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Now George following the 3-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. 1:51 left to play in the third. And the dunk by Covington.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now, here's George. High post, Zubac. Outside, George goes up from the top of the key. Jump shot is good. George has got his second basket of the night.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now here's Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That's a 2 from Lillard. That one no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Lillard. Covington with it. Defended by Batum. Covington kicks to Lillard. Shoots over Batum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Beverly the pass to Zubats. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Finished off the break. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Lillard against George. The 3. Leonard trying to break free. They get the rebound. And the layup falls. Leonard's got 11 points.
Electrifying play by Kawhi Leonard. Boy, he is talented. This team relies on him for so much.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him. And contact. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Jones. The Clippers getting the bucket. The dish to Kanter. Back to Jones. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. The shot by Anthony, no good. The Clippers trail. Out to Morris. Here's Mann, defended by Jones. Mann passes to Kennard. Here's Mann. Jackson from long range. The rebound by Simons.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And the wide open shot from Morris. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Out to the wing. Tries it from 19. Rebound by the Clippers. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. To tie it up. And that one drops. Morris has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Now, here's Kanter. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Anthony drops them both. And it's the Clippers with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Beverly, the shot comes out. Good D by McCollum. Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. From deep, George. That one misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Lillard dishes to Anthony. Powell against Leonard. Now Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Basket good.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. Lillard scanning the floor. And the shot goes down.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltend. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Portland with a change here, too. Covington's checked in. Powell finds McCollum. Lets it go with a three. Good on the three-point shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
1:03 left to play here in the fourth. And the shot goes in.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
McCollum against George. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
And it's Leonard missing.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Covington passes to Nurkic. Back to Covington. He kicks it to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's rebounded by Leonard. Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic, thank you, David, great interview once again. And that'll do it. And it's Beverly in at the 1. And for the Nets, they've got Harris. Harden out there with Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Harden. Outside, KD. Off target from outside. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Now here's Harden. Six on the shot clock. It's Durant on the wing. It's stolen by Morris. And here's George for three. Buries it from three-point range.
And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a three-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Harris from downtown. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, Harris shows great competitiveness in answering the opponent's three with a payback three of his own.
George with the bounce pass. Leonard the pass to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Now the pass to Beverly. Just 5 to shoot from 11 feet away. That one doesn't go. Harden with the defensive effort.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Griffin can't get it to go in. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Leonard gets it to go.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Harden dishes to Griffin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles leading by 5. Morris kicks to Leonard. For 3. Griffin grabs the board.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Durant in the corner. Irving passes to KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Over in the corner, Beverly. Back to George. Morris, left side. The shot's good on the assist by George.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now, here is Harden. No points in the game yet for him. Durant in the corner. Nets passing it around. Harden can't hit. Clippers leading by 7. And here's Leonard from 3. Harden grabs the miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Now here's Beverly. There's the dish to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Unable to get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Stolen by Durant. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. The 3. The Clippers grab the miss. 20 seconds left to play in the first. George passes to Leonard. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Harden kicks to Durant. From deep three-point range. Not going to go that time. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done a terrific job holding him in check. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at point. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Jackson misses.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now, here's Kennard. 6 to shoot. Jackson passes to Kennard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kennard's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Jackson. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Batum. Brown against Kennard. Clock at 6. And he lays it straight in. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Brown. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
The Nets shooting their first foul shot of the night. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. There's the lob to Brown.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Passes to Kennard. He kicks it to Ibaka. Over Jordan. That one's not going to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Jackson passes to Batum. Outside for Jackson. It's stolen by Green. Here's Luwawu. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 5. Ibaka looking for an opening. There's the pass to Mann. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And here's Green outside. That one falls coming up Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Mann. Jackson passes to Mann. Latrey. Los Angeles with another miss.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Three-pointer. Dinwiddie's shot is off. LA's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Brooklyn with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. Lets the three fly. And Jeff Green the bucket on the assist by Jordan. Green's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets. Kennard on the wing. The shot. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Kennard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And that'll do it for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 1. Kenny, give us your... Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Harden with it. Outside Durant for the three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
George finds Leonard. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Durant. Harris against Morris. Nobody near Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets. And Los Angeles guys shooting reasonably well, 45%.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Now, here is George. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. Leonard, that's for 2. And it's good off the back rim and in. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead. Now here's Harden. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. Up top Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Fires it up. Harden can't hit.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
George finds Morris. 18 feet out, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Morris has got 5.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Buries the long-range jumper. Durant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Clippers leading by 3. George, with no one around, sinks the three-pointer.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Outside Leonard. Pass to Cousins. Wants to get it to Morris and does. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. He has 7.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
The 3 from KD. Again, Durant missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Nets trail by 8. And on the way from Irving for 3. Left side, George puts it up from 12. Count it. And that's now 10 points for George.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Kennard. And they call an illegal screen here. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Clippers ahead as they wrap up the third quarter on a 15-6 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Griffin in at the 5.
And the defender overcommits a little bit. Ibaka too quick for him on that move. Earns a trip to the line.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
In addition to his strength, Harden has deceptive quickness. He just has this unique knack to get by whoever's guarding him because he's strong and crafty.
Now here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 9.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
And here's Harris from the arc. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Kennard against KD. Back to Irving. Nets passing it around. Shoots the 3. Harden's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 9. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Outside for Jackson. From deep. No good on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Harden the pass to Irving. Oh, good with the triple. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Inside, right side, Batum. No problems knocking that one down.
The timing by Batum, really good at recognizing when to fire off the catch.
Now Harden. In the corner, Irving with it. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Harris from the arc. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now, here's Kennard. He dishes it to Ibaka. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The shot's good from Kennard.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here is Harden. In the corner, Irving with it. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night. Kennard for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outside Durant, jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Now, here's Kennard. From deep three-point range, and there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on comeback.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Harden can't hit. Here's Beverly. Morris finds George. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barclays Center. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5. And it's sent back by Irving. Here's KD. Harden outside. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Lillard outside. 3. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Irving against McCollum. Outside Irving. Five on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Now Harden. Pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Off target with his 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Durant in the corner. Off target from outside. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving looking for an opening. Harris outside. KD passes to Harris. Irving for 3. Rebounded by Covington. The Blazers on offense. Pass to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. McCollum no good.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
From the arc. KD's shot is off. Portland leading. Lillard right side. And finished off by Nurkic.
Man, good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Harden outside. And the pass to Harris. Harden outside. Fires the 3. McCollum against Irving. Oh, Griffin in position. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Now McCollum following Nurkic's 3-point attempt. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, and sometimes you just got to assume every 3 McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Powell. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Athleticism Harden possesses is scary. I mean, he's constantly driving toward the basket for these dunks.
Lillard outside. Nurkic in the post. Defended by Griffin. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And not hard to see why they're on the bad end of this run. Just not doing the job on that defensive backboard.
Portland shooting their first free throw tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Now, here is Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harden right side. The dish now to Griffin. 3-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Took him no time at all on that one. McCollum's got 6.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Outside, KD. Back to Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, that's straight out of Harden's playbook. Go on the attack, drive the lane, force the defense into foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
The drive by Anthony, and he makes that one.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And so it's Portland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident shooting. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Jordan in at the 5, down low. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Rebounded by the Nets. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Luwawu. This one for three. Rebounded by Anthony. And stolen by Jordan. The kick out to Brown. Back to Jordan. Stolen by Cantor. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And good that time. Jones has got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
This is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Jeff Green on the wing, so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
On the wing, Green launches it. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Cantor. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, I love to see the bigs who run the floor on fast breaks. Cantor typically plays with a high activity level. Now, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on his team.
Down low, here's Luwawu. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Outside, Jones. They double him with Jordan. Cantor kicks to Jones. Pass to Simons. Tips it up. And Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Johnson right side. To the paint. It's stolen by Jones. Here we go, one-on-one. He lobs it up.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
And here is Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the dunk by Jordan.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
From outside the arc. And it's Simons missing. Nets trail by 12. Luwawu, the pass to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Johnson in the corner. The feed to Green. Brown outside. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And now Portland on the break. Cantor dishes to Jones. The pass to Simons. There's Hollis Jefferson. And nothing but hair on that one.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Johnson, the pass to Green. Back to Johnson. 1:12 left in the second quarter. He kicks to Brown. 6 to shoot. Misses the three. Trailblazers leading by 12. Anthony right side. Inside. Pass to Simons. The drive by Anthony, and the basket is good.
They would love to see every possession end with a high percentage shot like that.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Johnson, the pass to Brown. And again, it's the Nets missing. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Trailblazers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Nobody near Lillard. That shot misses. The Nets go the other way with it. To the middle. Covington with the steal. Lillard against Harden. And the basket by Lillard.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Harden with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to KD. Covington with the steal. It could go. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what? And that does it for our.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Covington passes to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. From 7. It's good. Nurkic has got 7.
And the touch Nurkic has inside. I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive and look to get his shot from there.
Outside Irving. KD finds Irving. Harden has a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 10.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Outside Covington. To the inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist from Covington. 9 points for Nurkic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Irving. Durant kicks to Irving. Harris passes to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Harris. He dishes it to Harden. And a miss there on the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Powell, no one around him. Kicks it out to Lillard. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Irving passes to Durant. Now here is Harris. Outside Griffin. Harris outside. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Inside. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Covington. And Griffin sends it back.
Well, it's huge. Whenever Griffin comes up with blocks, I mean, you'd love to see him be more consistent in this area.
The pass to Harris. From deep, Harden. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Nurkic. Over Harris. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Harden scanning the floor. Durant in the corner. Outside Irving. Harden kicks to Harris. Harden the pass to Griffin. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. And the Nets miss again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Nets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Pass to Harris, trying to end the drought. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Off target from three-point range.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
Three-pointer, Lillard. But they get it back. Nurkic kicks to Powell. The Trailblazers rebound. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Oh, boy, they like to redo that pass. I mean, bad way to lose a possession.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And here's Green outside, drills the three-pointer.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Simons. They've got Luwawu. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so Green will bring it up for Brooklyn, trailing by 17. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Outside, Jones. Pass to Simons. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Brown outside. The pass to Luwawu. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Jones, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Shots good by Green.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Outside, Jones. Kicks it to Carmelo. Cantor, high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Nets trail by 20. Jordan up top. Dinwiddie outside. And the wide open shot from Green. A three-pointer off the mark. The Trailblazers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Hollis Jefferson passes to Cantor. To the middle. Here's Simons. And it's blocked by Jordan. Second chance shot. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good. 8 points for Enes Kanter.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different. that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
To the paint. Passes it to Powell. For three. The rebound by KD.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jusuf Nurkic.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
The shot by KD. No good. McCollum outside. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Pass to Durant. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And he's good on the three ball.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
Lillard against Harden. Pass to KD. Fires the three. The shot, no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess...
And the Clippers starting five. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the three. Zubac finds Leonard. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Here's George. Count that one.
You simply have got to respect Paul George's anticipatory skills there. The long body, the quick reactions. What a nice play.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar. What a terrific story Robert Covington is. Gets undrafted out of college, goes to the G League and becomes an MVP, and now one of the very best defenders in the NBA. Truly an incredible journey.
It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum, and the foul called on Marcus Morris. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
Down low. Pass to Covington. 4 on the shot clock.
Boy, how about the hustle from Marcus Morris getting into the space of the shooter? That's nice.
Inside. Here's George. Another shot. Nurkic with the block. Here's Powell. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Back to Powell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. George finds Leonard. His three-pointers off the mark. And here are the Trailblazers. It's a three-point game. And a wide-open look for McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Passes it to Zubac. Outside, George.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What a nice little burst from Patrick Beverley to get in transition.
Lillard against Beverley. McCollum outside. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. From the arc. The shot missing. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Over in the corner, Beverly. A three from Morris. The Clippers keep it alive. And George able to finish.
But how good is Paul George reading where the miss will come off the rim and then leaving, no doubt.
Lillard surveying the D. He kicks it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Powell. Fires the three. And Portland turns it over again. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Outside Leonard. And there's the pass to Zubac. Out to the right wing. Beverly dishes to Morris. Back to Beverly. Outside Leonard. No good that time. Some solid defense from Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 4. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
This is about perseverance and passion. Robert Covington refuses to be denied.
Outside Leonard. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Puts it up from 17. Good. He hits the jump shot.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Lillard against Beverly. This one for 3. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Leonard looking over the floor. He dishes it to Morris. Beverly wide open. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
We've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Simons. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Here's Simons. Lots of room. Again, the Trailblazers score. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Here's Kennard. Portland making their last shot. Plays it up and banks it in. Kennard's got his first points in this one.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Simons, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Simons surveying the D. And the basket by Jones.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And here's Kennard. He feeds it to Ibaka. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Well, you love how Ibaka goes right up with the shot. Doesn't hesitate for a second off the catch.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Simons. It's Jones on the wing. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. Jones, the pass to Anthony. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. Jackson with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. For Portland, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Canner. Pass to Simons. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 2. Now the pass to Kennard. And it's in there.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Simons. Pass to Jones. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Here's Simons, and there's the feed to Cantor. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. A shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's the lob to the hoop, and Jones slams it home.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half, and that one good. Kennard's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Simons. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Cantor. Outside, Jones. No good with the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Poked away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Cantor inside, working on Ibaka.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Jones pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Anthony kicks to Jones. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. 5 seconds left now here in the second. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now, here's George taking a look at Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low.
Well, we knew that Paul George was a long-limbed, exceptional defender coming out of Fresno. His offense, though, has been impressive from the time he has stepped between the lines on the NBA level.
Now, here's Lillard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lock at 6. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Fader on the way. The Clippers grab the miss.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Zubac, the pass to Beverley. Back to Zubac. Morris, left side. Shoots over Covington. Morris, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
McCollum, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And it's George missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And McCollum the bucket on the assist from Covington. McCollum's got 6 points.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Beverly finds Leonard. Covington with the steal. Oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. It's good on the putback. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now, here's George. 7 points in the game. Leonard kicks to George. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Passes it to Nurkic. There's the dish to Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Poke loose for Los Angeles. They've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Leonard against Covington. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Lillard outside. Cans it from downtown. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Feeds it to Leonard. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Zubac, bounce pass, stolen by McCollum. One-on-one here. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. George has got the ball. And it's Beverly missing. Portland leading by 3. Lillard finds Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Leonard attacking. He gets that one.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Hollis Jefferson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Now Ibaka. Leonard on the wing. Here's Batum. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Simons. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Cantor, and that one released in time, but no good.
I love the edge with which Serge Ibaka plays defense. He covered.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Anthony, also Ennis Cantor out there. Derek Jones is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Takes a three. Second shot opportunity. Cantor dishes to Carmelo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Kennard. Beyond the arc. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Kennard's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Fast break, here they come. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Fast break, here we go. There's the lob to Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Pass to Kennard. Puts up a three. Traps in the tray. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Here is Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. 6 on the shot clock. Back to McCollum.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Lillard against Jackson. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Kennard. The 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And here's McCollum for 3. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. George against McCollum. From deep three-point range. George, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
A shot by Lillard, wide open. No good on the 3. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Morris. Outside, George shoots the 3. And it's Beverly missing. Trailblazers trail by 6. It's stolen by Morris. Outside Leonard. And the pass to Zubac. In the corner, George with it. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Zubac finds Leonard. Shoots over Lillard. Misses off the left iron. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Powell. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now, here's George. Outside Leonard. To end the drought, Zubac trying to break loose. Got it!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
But they'll get another chance. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's the Clippers taking the win. And David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
for, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now here's Harden. From deep. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And it's sent back by PD.
Yeah, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Leonard. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Leonard on the wing, defended by Durant. Leonard kicks to Beverly. 5 to shoot. Here's Zubac. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Leonard following the bucket by the Nets. Back to George. Takes the 13-footer, and the jumper falls for him.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
The 17-footer. Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They grab their own miss, and Leonard stays with it. And it's all knotted up.
Well, Leonard taking initiative right now, has a good sense for where the misses are coming off the rim, and he's there ahead of time.
Harden kicks to Durant. The tray does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Beverly dishes to Morris. Back to Beverly. Left side, George. And it's George again missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Leonard with the steal. Harris against George. Passes it to Beverly. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Leonard against Harris. And that one's good. Leonard's got his second bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Durant kicks to Griffin. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Kennard against Irving. The 17-footer. Again, Los Angeles.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Kennard against Brown. To the middle. It's stolen by Ibaka. Unhindered, going all the way.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now Kennard. The three-pointer no good. Here's Green. Launches it. Batum grabs the miss. From deep three-point range. And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on top, leading by 4. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Brown outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Clippers leading by 4. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. And the Nets with possession. Jordan with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. No good from Jordan.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Jackson finds Ibaka. Jackson trying to break free. Shots good by Ibaka.
All that practice on the positioning and timing of the catch and shoot paying huge dividends for Ibaka.
Brown outside. Luwawu, the pass to Brown. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Mann. Lets it go with a 3. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Jackson. Launches a 3. Oh, drew the foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Clippers leading by 9 to the paint. And Batum gets it to go on the assist from Ibaka.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Brown. Lets the 3 fly. Batum grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. There's Jackson with the 3. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ibaka finds Jackson. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Green passes to Dinwiddie. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 9. Pass to Ibaka. Right wing. The pass to Jackson. Back to Ibaka. Over Jordan. No good off the back of the rim.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. Man passes to Batum. Now Kennard. He's covered by Brown. Man can't hit. Nets trail by 9. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jackson against Dinwiddie. Kennard for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Kennard's got 7 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Green. And so it's Los Angeles with a...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in 2. And that'll about...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Passes it to Beverly. Now Leonard. There's the triple. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
Pass to Harris. From past the arc. Morris with the rebound.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Leonard the pass to Morris. Back to Leonard. Now here's Beverly. Irving with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And Harden with the stuff.
Great to see Kyrie Irving getting after it on the defensive end, showing how quick those hands can be, not with the ball handling, but knocking the ball away.
George passes to Leonard. From deep. He can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Durant with a wide open look. But they recover it. Fires for three. Good on the three-point shot. KD's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, for a tall guy, Durant has such dexterity and rhythm on the catch and shoot. It's just interesting to watch.
And George kicks to Zubac. The three. The Clippers keep it alive. Here's Leonard. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Harris. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 13. Zubac finds George. Now here is Morris. Defended by Durant. 3-pointer. And it's Beverly missing. Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from 3-point range. Shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
I like to see KD when he just elongates like that. Gets all the way up to the rim for an easy throwdown.
The pass to Morris. Wide open look. And he hits the jump shot. And the Clippers lead by 13.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the 3 off target. Nets trail by 13. KD on the wing. Pass to Irving. Harden with it. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for the Clippers. Beverly finds George. Back to Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And Griffin sends it back.
Great to see Griffin going hard on the defensive end. Rejections like that are crucial to his development.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Cousins against Griffin. Left side, George. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 13.
I mean, one guy who's still dominating the inside, DeMarcus Cousins, a great rebounder and a great scorer. That time a second chance, cashing in.
And as we end the third. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Shutting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harris. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. At the elbow, it's Jackson. To the left wing. Pass to Kennard. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Jackson from long range. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Irving passes to Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Griffin's got his first 2 points.
His skill at his size and then converting through contact. Such strength from the big man.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Dishes it to Batum. Back to Kennard. Over Irving. Not enough on that one as it misses. Nets trail by 14. Outside Durant. There's the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Kennard against Harris. Mann passes to Kennard. Here's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Mann's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 17. Harden outside. From downtown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's the pass to Kennard. Kicks to Ibaka. For the three. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires from deep. No good from Durant.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
Kennard finds Jackson. Here's Mann. Lets it go with the three. A rebound by the Nets. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nets trail by 17. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Passes to Irving. Harden with it. And the jam by Harden.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Leonard.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Kennard on the wing. Batum for 3. Can't hit that one. The Nets go the other way with it. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's the Clippers' ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Drills it from outside.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And, you know, if you score on Harden, this guy's going to take it personal. Answers right back.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Bye.